5 things that are harmful to your mental health. Before going to bed, do you feel emotionally as well as physically spent? Consider your emotional and psychological well being as a garden that requires regular nurturing in order to properly grow. Sometimes we forget to water the plant in the garden, and the more we forget, the harder it is for our garden to grow. There can be a number of reasons for this, especially in terms of mental health. Here are 5 things you may not have known affect your mental health. We can develop unhealthy habits and negative routines that at first seem harmless but over time can fester inside of us. Number 1. Consistently speaking negatively to yourself. Do you view yourself as optimistic? If you are not as kind to yourself as you might be to a buddy when they need encouragement, does this sound familiar? According to an old proverb, we are often the hardest on ourselves and the most forgiving of others. There are many distinct sources of negative self talk. Perhaps you spend too much time alone or with negative people. Another way that negative ideas can become overwhelming is through negative self talk, which can occasionally become so ingrained in day to day activities that you may not even be aware of it. Do people ever remind you that the more you do something, the more damaging your thoughts may become? Finding positive traits about yourself can be difficult at times, but chances are you can come up with at least one or two. Two positive traits can lead to three, and three to four, and so on. Number two, lack of exercise. You might want to go outside and work out once more. Exercise has been shown to aid in weight management and can fight off illnesses and disorders. If you feel better when you exercise, it's possibly because your brain releases chemical called endorphins, which are also provide to improve mental health by raising self-esteem. Similar to how morphine makes you feel, endorphins make you feel good. If you don't exercise, it's highly possible that you are not getting enough endorphins. And we could all use more happy making endorphins, right? Another name for this is runner's high. Number 3. A work that is unfulfilling. Money in the bank on a regular basis can surely lessen your anxiety, especially when the bills are paid and the rent is covered. In accordance with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, having money or not can often be a significant stressor in our life. At the basis of the triangle, there is psychological need for food and shelter. The second level of the triangle is safety and security, which is what a job should ideally provide. However, it's also crucial that you enjoy the work you do. If you find yourself dreading going to work every day and being miserable for 8 hours straight, perhaps it's time to find a new job. You may not be in a position to look for a new job right now, and that's okay too. Just keep in mind that if you feel stuck in our current situation, it won't last forever. While it's critical that we can care for ourselves, it's equally crucial that our employment fulfills us. Number 4. Too much or too little sleep. The majority of us enjoy sleeping, especially at the end of a hard day. It's a nice sensation to slip into our cozy pajamas and get beneath the covers. If you are an early riser who enjoy catching worms, oversleeping may be difficult for you. Waking up later than normal may make you feel unproductive. Adults should generally receive between 7 and 9 hours of sleep every night, but some requires more and some need less. It's vital to obtain the correct amount of sleep in dreamlands because if you undersleep, your entire body will generally feel it. When your body is not feeling well, your mind might not feel hundred either, and you can find it difficult to do even the simplest activities because you are so exhausted. Your intellect will probably follow when your body feels completely refreshed. Number 5. Your residence. Are you constantly checking your phone for a new rental opportunities? If you are overwhelmed by the high expenses of living, you could be grateful to have a roof over your head and a bed to sleep in but find that everything else may not meet your requirements. You might believe that your flat is too small, that your neighbor have live TV and nicer couches, It's normal to put dirty dishes in the sink, but if you are unhappy with your home, the message will pile up and your mental health may be seen. In the same manner, your home should feel like a haven of warmth and comfort, a sanctuary. If you are not satisfied with where you live, this might affect your mood. Maintaining your mental health is a full-time job. If the dirty dishes are not cleaned up and put away, your brain sink may fill up quickly if only you get paid for it, right? It's important to monitor your mood because it's easier to feel overwhelmed by life chaos. Don't feel bad if you do. It happened to the best of us while dealing with school, a job, student loans, and bill is extremely crucial. It's also crucial to check in with yourself. Don't wait for a friend to ask you how you are doing. If you do require assistance, speak with a licensed healthcare provider or mental health specialist.